Welcome to African American History Lesson 18, The Social Construction of Race. In this lesson we will discuss the various forms of pseudo-science that were used to justify slavery, the racial caste system, the one-drop rule that was used to determine racial identity, and much, much more. Race was not merely a biological reality in the United States. It was a social invention created to define identity, justify slavery, and assign status across generations. At the heart of race as a social construction was the legal doctrine of Partus Sequiter Ventrem, which translates as, "That which is born follows the womb." The idea behind this legal doctrine is that a child's status flows from the mother. This ensured that the children of enslaved women would also be enslaved, even if the father was white. The United States also followed the logic of hypodescent, which meant that a child was thought to inherit the racial status of the most socially subordinate parent. The one-drop rule was another legal doctrine that began to dominate in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The one-drop rule stated that any degree of African ancestry meant that a person was considered black, according to the law. For example, the children in this photograph were enslaved people as a result of the one-drop rule. Despite their white appearance, a single African ancestor rendered them black according to the law. While the one-drop rule is generally thought to have applied to people with one black parent and one white parent, many people today don't realize that it applied to other combinations of racial admixture as well. Even people with Asian, Hispanic, or indigenous ancestry were still forced to identify as black if they could be connected to even a single black ancestor, no matter how far removed. It is important to remember that the social construction of race was not about skin color, since many mixed-race individuals do not possess other physical features typically associated with people of African descent. The one-drop rule was instituted as a method to deny access to land, education, legal standing, and citizenship to people who were considered by white society to exist at the lowest level of a racial caste system. It also meant that racial status wasn't simply imposed based on appearance, it was inherited. This social construct became a way of sustaining systems of exploitation, disenfranchisement, and inequality. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit like and share it with your friends. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel and following me on TikTok and Instagram so that you can see new videos as soon as they drop. Stay tuned for Lesson 19, where we will talk about the creation of African American culture.